Today I want to talk about Shakespeare's Rarest Anomaly, and this is when he uses a full line of Trochaic pentameter. Now, this is so rare that I can only think of 3 times that he uses it in all of his plays. Yesterday we talked about Trochaic tetrameter, and that's the kind of verse that Shakespeare uses for supernatural beings like the fairies in Midsummer or the witches in Macbeth. Double, double, toil and trouble, if we shadows have offended. And this is 4 feet of trochees. But Trochaic pentameter is 5 feet of trochees. It is quite literally the opposite of iambic pentameter. And again, it's super rare, but when Shakespeare does use it, it is a violent reversal. It is a surefire sign that something in the universe is completely out of whack. The first time I know of that Shakespeare uses it is in Henry VI, Part 1. There's a deep cut for you. This scene is between Suffolk and Margaret. Suffolk has just taken Margaret, the Princess of Naples, captive, and he's holding her hostage. At the same time, he's falling in love with her. And he's completely in his head because he's like, oh wait, what do I do? How do I make this work? I'm in love with her. I want to keep her for myself. Oh wait, I'm already married. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll get the king to marry her, and then I'll keep her as my own mistress. Wait, but I'm going to have trouble getting the king to marry her because she's poor. Anyway, he's so distracted by all of these thoughts that she's trying to talk to him and he doesn't even notice. He doesn't even pay attention. And so finally, she is trying to get his attention and she says, "Hear you, Captain, are you not at leisure?" And that is a full line of Trochaic pentameter, but it's actually used for comedic effect. The second time I know of that Shakespeare uses a full line of Trochaic pentameter is in Measure for Measure, and it's in the scene where Angelo propositions Isabella. And in this moment, Angelo has presented it to her like a hypothetical. What would you do, say, if someone told you, "I will save your brother's life, but only if you give me your virginity"? And she responds by saying, "Ignominy and ransom and free pardon are of 2 houses." And that line, ignominy and ransom and free pardon, is a full line of trochees. And I think that this is the moment in the scene where she starts to realize, oh, maybe this isn't just hypothetical. I think he really is propositioning me. And her world is so shook by this that it comes out as a full line of Trochaic pentameter. The third example of this, and probably the most famous, is at the end of King Lear when Cordelia dies. And Lear realizes that she's never going to take another breath again. And he just says the same word 5 times. Never, 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 never. And it is a full line of trochees. In this moment, Lear's world is completely over. It's destroyed, and he dies shortly thereafter. It's absolutely devastating. So those are the only times I can think of that Shakespeare uses a full line of Trochaic pentameter. But if you can think of another one, please let me know in the comments below because it's super cool.